Hey, Shabbat Shalom.
I have a religious question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Where does it say that we need to have 10 for a minyan? Is that like in the Torah, or is that?
It's in the Talmud.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, my wife and I were just talking about something. She's like, I've read the Bible. She goes, and I don't know that I've seen it there. So it was just interesting.
No, it's in the Talmud. And they derive it basically from the 10 spies, which is a little strange because they're not such, I mean, at least in the story, they're not so admirable, but that's how they derive it. We're missing belts for the,
Yeah, maybe it's just high up.
no.
Well, didn't we put a belt around one of them
We
because they
did,
needed to
but
be fixed?
we did, but then Adam changed the, back to the regular ones, but, usually we have more though.
Maybe they'd be in here with the.
Anyways, yeah, that's where that comes from.
He's in the kitchen if you want to ask him.
Yeah, I was gonna have
Question. So Walter and I are gonna be working on the sound system. Is there anything or any restrictions on me opening up the ark to do that, or?
No, you can, no, absolutely. Just.
I didn't know if there was like any
No.
blessing or like anything
No, you can open it to get in there. What's the?
Well, he was looking and he actually indicated that the fact that we have a hardwired system is better, he thinks, than a wired system. Because you have to rely on connectivity. So he said he would look at it and see where.
Yeah. No, I know. One of them we just got to mark. One of them needs to be fixed.
No, the cover.
No.
The one on the right, yeah, the whole cover has to be fixed.
No, this needs to be fixed. The Torah, there's a missing letter.
Oh, the four.
So we need like something to mark it. The cover too. Well, yeah, that one needs to be fixed too. But I just want to mark it, just so.
See, I can't find the belt.
The other one is back here.
Give me this. No, I mean, this is the hoopah, yeah? Yeah, this is the
Oh, yeah.
hoopah.
Where's the belt? Back here?
Check it out, it's not there.
Not the white one.
No, the white one is with me.
Oh, the white one is with you.
The white one is with me. If you want, I'll give you the white.
Can you give me the white one? Yeah, at least one of them. Just because this one you mark it when it.
Maybe you took it upstairs?
I didn't. I never moved them.
Did they come with the glass for your back door today?
They did not. No.
And they'll come on Monday.
Okay. It's not. I
They
mean.
said they could come Friday or Saturday, said Saturday doesn't work. I said Friday or Monday.
Hey, Michael. You want to adopt him? It's been a long time. I feel like. I love it.
Oh, you're with my sister. So
Hi.
I call them.
Hi. Nice to meet you. You'll hang back. Okay. You look like you. We found out that this one was missing a letter, so that's why you put it on the outside. Yeah.
That was at the very end too.
It no, well, it
Well,
was
towards the end.
it was
That's not the, is that the new one?
yeah. Yeah.
Did it come with a money back guarantee?
No, I mean, here's the thing. All Sifrei Torah probably, just like all books. So like I got when my book was being copied, it's like amazing the stuff that they find or whatever. But like I read as I was reading one, it's like all books have errors. So it's probably the case that like all Sifrei Torah have,
Wow.
but you just don't find them.
Does
And
it-
but if you find
Does it
them,
make it not posted?
yes, it makes it not fit for
Fix
public.
it?
Yeah.
So you can just go in and.
I have a guy coming on Tuesday. He's
I
gonna
do,
fix it.
oh.
He's gonna write. In this case, it's pretty easy. It's a missing
You
yud.
a little white out and,
They scrape it off
Yeah.
a little bit, and it's a missing yud, and they fix it. It's an easy fix. I mean, sometimes it's hard. I mean, but this is an easy
Right.
fix.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, and our Torah reader caught it, and it's one of those things that like. I think I've read that like all Sifrei, like if you. They all have it because they're made by humans. It's like there's always something people don't catch, but when you catch them, then you have to fix them.
Yeah.
Which is it? I mean, but it was amazing. Like, when they were proofreading my book, and there were corrections that we made between the hardback and the paperback because like people saw them and like it's insane because like you've read it like 1,000 times and then it's like how do you and then like it's weird.
Yeah. Well, because you know what the word is supposed to be.
You do, but like it's complicated and it's like even still, it's like people find stuff. The time when, I guess this is often the case too, the person who found errors was the person who's translating the book. And she, because she doesn't like pay attention, she says,
Oh, I
she's
guess.
like each
Right.
word,
Yeah.
and then she's like, oh, like this doesn't really make sense. And like, yeah, it's interesting. It's like, yeah,
So I would tell her that it's all,
yeah.
because she can make that part like Hebrew school, like, that would be real.
He's so I'll talk to the guy. That would be cool. He's coming, I think, in the morning, but that would be really cool. He's a cool guy. He's a conservative rabbi. He's so fair, and he that would be cool. Actually, I didn't think of that. All right, we're on page 14 or 46. Yedid nefesh avarachaman mishochav dacheretzonach yarutz avdach emohayal Ishtachavel mol hadarach Yerav lo yedidutach mino fetzuf vechol tam hadurna Ziv haolam nafshi chol adavatach Anahel narefana la beharolano amzivach Asir chazeng v'tidrapeh v'hayetalach shivchat olam v'tigemo rachamecha v'chuzna al beno havach ki zekama nichsaf lirod b'tiferet ve'al tidalam galena ufros chaviv alai et sukkah shelomach ta'ir eretz mikevodach nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahom v'giva moed v'choneini me'olam Lechu niranena l'Adonai Nariya l'tzor yishenu Nekad mafanav betoda Bizmiru nariya lo Kiel gadol Adonai melech gadol Kol Elohim asher b'yamech karei haaretz tofot harim asher Arba'im shana kut bedor Va'omar am toye levavem V'hem lo yadu derachai Asher nishbati be'apim Yavon el menuchati Shiru l'Adonai shir chada Shiru l'Adonai gol haaretz Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo Basru meyom leyom Yeshuato Sapru v'goyim kevodo B'chol ha'amim nifleotav Ki gadol Adonai Omol al meod Nora'u al kol Elohim Gigol Elohim ha'amim elilim V'Adonai shamayim asa Hod v'hadar lefanav Tiferet b'mikdasho Havu l'Adonai mishbechot amim Havu l'Adonai gavod ma'oz Havu l'Adonai kevod shemo Seu mincha uval lechatzrotav Yishtachavu l'Adonai Behadrat kodesh chilu mipanav kol haaretz Imru v'goyim Adonai malach aptikon tevel bal timon Yadin amim b'mesharim Yismechu hashamayim v'dagel haaretz Yiramayam or 51. Shama, but he's more Or Zarul Tzadik Ul Shreilev Simcha Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, v'odu lezecher kodsho. Mizmor shir l'Adonai, shir chadash, ki lef- hodi Adonai yeshurim. לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים במישרים. אדוני מלך ירגזו עמים, יושב קרובים משה ואהרון בכהניו ושמואל בקוראי שמו קוראים אל אדוני והוא יענם בעמוד ענן ידבר עליהם שמרו עדותיו וכל קנת עולמו אדוני אלוהינו אתה ניתם אל נושא היית להם ונוקם על עלילותם רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו 20 or 54, please rise. Mizmor leDavid, Avul Adonai b'neim, Havul Adonai gavod ba'oz, Havul Adonai gevod shemo yishtachavu l'Adonai v'adrat kodesh. Kol Adonai alamayim el hakavod yirim Adonai alamayim rabim Kol Adonai bagoach Kol Adonai Kol Adonai Shober Arazim Shaber Adonai Et Arsei Halbanona Bayar Kidem Ekemo Egel Lebanon Besir Yon Kemo Ben Areimim Adonai Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Cholel Ayalon Abba, Yechesov Yeharot, Uvechalo, Kulo Homer Kavod, Adonai, Lamabul Yashava Yeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Oz Le'amo Yiten Adonai Yevarech Ramo V'Shalom Hanna bekoach bekoach gedulat yemincha yemincha datir tzerura kaberinat amcha sagbeinu harenu nora Hanna bekoach gedulat yemincha tatir tzerura kaberinat rinat amecha sagbeinu darim 56. Lecha dodi ligrat gala Penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi ligrat gala Penei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Ishmianu elam yuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem ultiferet v'letila lecha dodi ligrat gala V'nei Shabbat negabela Lecha dodi ligrat gala V'nei Shabbat negabela Ligrat Shabbat Lechu ben elcha Ki megor habracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof maseh b'machshava tchila Lecha dodi ligrat gala B'nei Shabbat negabela Lecha dodi ligrat gala B'nei Shabbat negabela Migdash melech Hier melucha kumitzeim mitoch ha'afecha Rav lach shevet bemek habacha V'hu yachamol alaichem lalecha dodi ligrat gala B'nei Shabbat negabela Lecha dodi ligrat gala Penei Shabbat negabela hitnari Me'afar kumim Limshi bigdei tifarte chamim Aliyad ben Ishai bet halachmi Kor vahel nafshi gehala lecha dodi ligrat gala Penei Shabbat negabela Lecha dodi ligrat gala Penei Shabbat negabela Dorere kiva ore kumi ore 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 shir daveri gevod Adonai alayich niglale Lechadodi ligrat gala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Lo devoshi v'lo digalmi Madish tochachi u'matemi Bach yechesu anye ami V'ni netayir al tila Lechadodi ligrat gala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Ayulim shisa shosayich v'rachaku kol me V'alayich yasis alayich Elohayich imsos chatan al kala Lecha dodi ligrat gala B'nei Shabbat negabela Aminus molti frotzi v'yet Adonai aritzi al yarish ben parsi v'nismecha Kila lecha dodi Krat kala li krat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'tzola toch emunei am segula boi chala lecha dodi Radra b'nei Shabbat nekabela You may be seated. 23 or 59. Needs more shares. Mama Shabbat. Magadlu. Mahasechaya. Meoram kumach shevotecha. Magadlu. Mahasechaya. Meoram kumach shevotecha. Hod yenu meseva l'sheni v'rananiviu lagin hi ashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avla tavo Adonai malach yu lavesh nothing. Edo techanenu levet chana v'kodesh Adonai leorech yamim. Got two more people.
You're indoors.
For the next one.
What's that?
Apparently for the
For
next
the
one.
next one.
Who's the
What
door?
happened?
I just heard the door. We have
For the next
people
cut.
That's
At
en
the end.
route.
Oh, at the end. Oh, people were en route. Okay, okay.
So
Um,
yeah.
Do we know people are on their way now? Like we can wait. I'll wait a little bit for regard to.
They are.
Of course, you can say Kaddish afterwards too, but.
Yeah.
Lisa said Rhonda and her husband.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give the drasha now, and then we can.
Fantastic.
Then we'll
I'm
read.
just looking out for him.
Okay. I'll read you outside.
I'm listening.
And so it's not, it's not an original statement to say that so much of culture, any culture, lives inside of the language that is indigenous to that culture, and this is true in Jewish culture, and it's true, I think, in all cultures. As I was thinking a little bit about something I'll share about this related to Breshit in just a moment, I was thinking about one of the most, for me anyways, illustrative examples of this, and important examples of this, is the difference between like the Greek way of saying womb and the Hebrew way of saying womb. So in ancient Greek, I don't know. So a hysterectomy is related to hysteria, which is like the reason why people who have wombs are hysterical. That was the idea. The idea was having a womb, whereas in the ancient Israelite imagination, a womb is a rechem, which is related to the word meaning rachamim, which means compassion. So those are pretty different. That's a pretty big difference, right? If you imagine what it means to have a womb, means you're the kind of person who's hysterical, or if you imagine what it means to have a womb, you're the kind of person who's full of compassion. That's a rather big difference about how the language imagines women. It actually has, I think, profound, probably implications for how cultures think about women, right? It's preserved in language. And so much of it's of course possible to access Jewish culture, in non-Jewish languages, but much of Jewish culture, at least in its earliest iterations, really dwells inside the language and dwells specifically inside Hebrew. And I just want to share one example of that, which comes up, I think, in a really, really beautiful way in the story of creation. On the third day, when God is dividing the seas from the dry land, it says, Vayomer Elohim yikavu hamayim, and the root of the word yikavu, which ostensibly means to gather, is kav, which can mean to gather together, or it also means a rope. And then in the next verse, it says, so the waters will be gathered together, and in the next verse it says, Vayikra Elohim liyabasha aretz, God called the dry land Eretz. God called the dry part Eretz, land. Ulemikve hamayim karayamim. And the mikveh, which is the same root, the kav root, the mikveh of waters, or the gathering of waters, was called yamim, the seas. Mikveh is a word from, that's what a mikveh is. A mikveh is it needs to be, right, a Jewish ritual bath has to be running waters. That's why it has to be running waters. A sea is a natural mikveh, a river is a natural mikveh, or the mikvahs that we go to mostly are filled with rainwater, right? So that's what a mikveh is. It's a gathering of waters. It's also related, of course, to the word tikva, which means hope, in a couple of different ways. In the sense of a rope, a kav, when you throw a rope, like imagine a fisherman or throwing someone a rope or throwing someone a line to gather them in. It also sort of assembling, gathering water, of course, in a desert culture has great sort of hopeful content. And what for me is so striking, and this really lives inside the language, and you can't totally, unless you really tease it out, you miss it, that's stitched into the story of creation is the concept of hope, right? The relation, there's something I just think extraordinarily beautiful about the fact that one of the earliest sort of divine creative acts is imagined as this gathering together. And actually there's a comment very specifically that it's not that the waters dried out. In other words, it's not that there was a bunch of water and then God dried out some of the water. No, it's God preserves all the water, but gathers it into one place. There's like a gathering together. And that the idea of gathering together is related to hopefulness is just, I think, very beautiful and fascinating. And it's written literally into the cosmos because God creates by speaking. And it's sort of inscribed onto reality, at least through reality refracted through the ancient Israelite Hebrew imagination, that water is hopeful and that creation is hopeful and that it means we sort of gather together. So I think it's beautiful.
Do you teach this sort of thing? Because I feel like the post-bar mitzvah age, like that year might be, they're starting to learn languages in school. Are they open to such learning? Because it feels like that could help.
Look, I try to share these things. I mean, I think the truth about language learning is really, really hard. Like, language learning is so hard. And to learn language, like, as a non-native speaker is just, like, it takes hours and hours and hours. And it's hard. I mean,
but it's exciting, like, these type of things.
I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. I mean, I think learning a language is exciting, but it's in part because
I think parents I never saw it as hard. Language learning has always been a celebration because my dad was a language teacher, and so I think it's all about who has informed you that language learning is hard. And so if parents are teaching their kids that learning Hebrew is hard or learning math is hard, then as opposed to, wow, isn't this super cool?
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's the cool.
Look, I think some people are lucky and have sort of an ear for it. I mean, I think, at least speaking personally, like, it's objectively hard to get to a point where like you can go and have a conversation in another language. And I mean, I think it's objectively takes for most people a great deal of concerted effort. Not that it's not very rewarding, but I think it is hugely rewarding. But it takes a lot of hours. I mean, I think for most
But
people.
you have these cool examples like the Kadima or this Mayim thing. I feel like
Yeah,
that
well,
these
that's
are so cool. These
Yeah, it
little
is cool.
fragments that
It is cool.
that maybe the teenagers that are just like right after like the Madruhim maybe might be, because they're here. The Madruhim are choosing to be here. That maybe learning like little tidbits of that can like spark them into when they go to college to
Take some
learn more
Hebrew.
or something
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
good idea. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I do try to share these things. I mean, it could be interesting to do, like, see if they'd be interested in doing like a little bit of
Maybe
Hebrew.
an adult. Maybe we should like an adult thing like that. Little nuggets.
Little nuggets.
Jewish nuggets,
Jewish
Hebrew
nuggets. Yeah,
nuggets.
Hebrew nuggets. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's a beautiful language. All languages are beautiful, I think, when you get inside them in different kinds of ways. Okay. We do have a minion now, which is wonderful. Thank you. And this week we observed the Artzeiten of Sarah Smith, grandmother of Leah Leonard, Helene Weissman, mother of Michael Weissman, and you'll have to remind me your name, Eileen Weissman. Bernard Koblenz, grandfather of Eleanor Dreyfus, Israel Teich, grandfather of Jonathan Herzog, and also Esther Mindis, Jack Abe's house, who is father of Adam Abe's house and father-in-law of Maria Abe's house, and Charles G. Bernstein, who are memorialized on our board. I'll also mention the sad news that I just learned, that Max Fink died at 102 years old over the summer. Max Fink was the son of Julius Fink and Branya Fink, who were founding members of the PJC, and Max, later on in his life, I think throughout his life, and certainly later on in the last few years when I've been here, he would make very generous donations to the PJC every year around the holidays, and so much so that, I mean, all donations are generous, but he hadn't lived here in years, and so every year around the holidays, at least since I was been here, I would call him, and we would spend a few minutes on the phone. He was a really lovely man. He was a psychiatrist. He was sharp as a tack, and we had lovely conversations, and I always told him that I hoped that I talked to him next year, because, you know, I just learned from his son that he died this summer at 102 years old. And his son related to me that it was, they haven't lived in the area in many, many years. He lived in Boston, and his son lives out west in Portland. And his son related to me that because he outlived everyone like that he knew basically in his generation, that it was very meaningful for him at the end of his life to sort of remain from afar connected to the shul that his parents founded. So I'm thinking about him this week. I just found out he died in June, but I just found this out a few days ago. So may his memory be blessing, and memories of all those whom we recall be blessings. Mourner's cot. Would either of you like to share anything about your sister? Because you guys are here. You don't have to.
Mom.
Oh, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah, no, she really was all about family. I mean, she was a great mom, but she was born to be a grandmother. She really was. She was lucky enough that she had close relationships with all of her grandchildren, and she had grandchildren who were almost 30.
Almost 40.
Almost. Oh, Daniel, true. No, 40, yeah, 40, almost 40. So she had a real, and I think that was really, not that we weren't highlights of her life, but
I was the highlight. Yes.
yes. Her favorite daughter-in-law. Yeah, she just reveled in her grandchildren.
You talked about gathering, that's what she did.
She
liked
did.
to gather.
She was a gatherer.
She really was.
That's wonderful. May her memory be a blessing. Okay. Mourner's cottage is 62 or 24. Yit gadal v'yit gadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
בעלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. Baruch Hu is on page 64 or 28. Please rise. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומעביר בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים, תמיר חולנו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, אמרי ברבים, אהבת עולם בית ישראל. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, והם נגי יומם ולילה, והבטחה אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'chol nafshecha u'chol meodecha v'hayu advarim ha'eleh Asher Anochi Metzavecha Hayom Al Levavecha Veshinantam Levanecha V'dibarta Bam V'shivtecha B'veitecha U'blechtecha V'aderech U'b'shochvecha U'b'kumecha U'b'shartam Leod Al Yadecha V'hayu Letotafot B'neinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. והיה עם שמות שמות. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Malchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam u'bnei Yisrael Lechanu shira v'simcha raba ve'ameru chulam Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi chamocha Sefele malchutecha ra'u banecha Bokei hayam lifnei Moshe Zehelianu ve'ameru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'elian Yaakov Ugalo miyad chazak menu Baruch Adonai Gal Yisrael Hashivenu Ushmor tzeitenu vo'enu lechem shalom etavi ad olam Ufros alinu sukat shalomecha Baruch Adonai, Haporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu Vel Kol Amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim, Ve'shameru U'bnei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam. Hay beini uven bnei Yisrael oti leolam. Hay ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashevi Shabbat vayinafah shikada vikada shmei rabbi ve'amadi brakirutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechonu yomechonu chayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala ubizman karev imru amen yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'olam u'le'olam me'almaya Yiparach v'ishtabach v'brach v'ram minaseh v'dadar v'daleh v'dalash v'dkudsha b'rechu le'la min kol birchata v'shirata v'shbechata v'nechemata adam yom v'alma v'imru amen. Page 47 or 89. Vayechulu hashamayim ve'aretz v'chol tzva'am vaychalim b'yom hashvi melachto asher asa vayishbo b'yom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa vayvarech Elohim et yom hashvi vaykadesh oto ki bo shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah El HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah El Elyon Konei Shamayim Ve'aretz Magen Avot Bidvaro Mechayei Metim B'mamaro Hayel HaKadosh Ein Kamohu Ameniach Lemo B'yom Shabbat Kodsho כי במרצה להניח להם לפניו נעבוד ביראה בפחד ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מעון הברכות אל הודעות אדון השלום מקדש השבת ומברך שבי ומניח בקדושה לעמד ושני עונג זכר למעשה בראשית אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו רצה במנוחתנו קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך סבנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך ותר ליבנו לעבדך באמת והנחילנו אלינו באהבה ברצון שבת קודשך וינוחו בה ישר מקדשי שמך ברוך אדוני מקדש השבת יקרא ויקרא שמי רבה ועמד יברא קירותי ברמיך מלכותי בחיי חלומי ומכון וחיי דגלו בית ישראל בגלה בזמן קריב אמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה Yiparach, Vishabach, Vipar, Vimdinase, Vidadar, Vidalevi, Alash, Menkucha, Brichulela, Minko Berchada, Vishira Tadish, Bechada, Venechamatada, Miamba Mavimru, Amen, Dikabat, the Khoshel, Konishmaya Vimru, Amen, Yishlom, Shmaya, Bechemelan, Khoshel Vimru, Amen, Ose Shalom, Vimrama, Vuyase Shalom, Alenu, Khoshel Vimru, Amen. Would you like to make Kiddush? Page 49 or 93.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kitshenu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho b'avav ratzonim chilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit ki hu
Yom Techila Lemikrai Kodesh Zecher Tziad Mitzrayim Kivanu Bacharta Ve'otanu Kidashta Mikol Amim Ve'shabbat Kodecha Ve'ahava U'bratzonin Chaltanu
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. Shkoah. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latei gedula liyotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu gemishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'goraleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא של שמיים ויסוד המשהו. הכתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Mourner's Kaddish is 52 or 101. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון וביומי חון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. אלא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Good Shabbos, Yesher Koach, Michael, for Kiddush. There is no sponsor this week, but to sponsor a future Kiddush, please contact the office. We do have a lot of available dates coming up, so please consider doing that. Basically, all the major announcements for next week are adult ed related. Tuesday class is Joseph and his brothers is starting on October 21st at 7:30 p.m. It's a really wonderful story, and I think it'll be a wonderful class, so please sign up for that.
Is there a Zoom part of that? No Zoom.
No, so it's
Okay.
here. The literary speakers series starts next weekend. We have a scholar in residence, Josh Lambert. There will be a Friday night dinner and program where he'll teach after Friday night, after Shabbat on Friday. So please register for that. RSVP is required for that. And there's also going to be a Havdalah event at my house at 6 p.m. The next day on the 25th. Registration is also required for that. And he'll teach with us throughout the weekend, including at Shul on Shabbat. And also next week is also a Shabbat Mishpacha. There's going to be a puppet show upstairs. So there's lots going on in the building next week. And then on November 8th, coming up is the Westchester Jewish Council is putting on their annual event where all the different rabbis in Westchester teach. It's going to be at Bethel of New Rochelle. Please come to that. That is actually a wonderful, wonderful event. It is very, very well attended traditionally, and like you can look at the flyer and back. Pretty much every rabbi in Westchester teaches at it, and it's a pretty cool night, and it has food and please come, and I'll be teaching at it, and lots of other. If you know them and they're a rabbi in Westchester, they're probably teaching. So, that's it. We'll conclude with Yigdal on page 53 or 114. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'Yishtabach Nimtza V'Einei Tel Mitziyuto Echad Ein Yachid Ke'Yechudo Nelam V'Gam Ensof Le'Achduto Ein Lo Demot HaGuf Ein No Guf V'Lo Naharo Chelav Kedushato Kadmon Lechol Davar Asher Nivra Rishon V'Ein Reishit LeReishito Hino Adon Olama V'Chol Notzar Yoreg Edulato Uhu Malchuto Shafa Nevuato Netano El Anshe Segulato V'Tifarto Lokam B'Yisrael K'Moshe Od Navi Umabidet Munato Torah Temed Natan Lemoel Al Yadim Yonem An Beito Lo Ya Khalifa El Velo Yam Yudato Le'olamim Le'zulato Sofe V'Yodea Setarenu Magmid Le'Sok Davar Be'Kadmato Gomer Le'ish Chesed G'Mikbalo Nuktein Le'Rasha Rak Rishato Yishlach leketz yamim Mashichenu Likdor mechake Keshuato Meitim Yechayel Be'ero Chasto Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tilato Meitim Yechayel Be'ero Chasto Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tilato. EMT,
He said he was happy to step away until the real.
Sure. Well, I think doing anything for your family.
Oh, mine either.
Do that.
He doesn't, yeah.
But he would never say this. What kind of doctor does it?
He's gone out. He didn't even like when Paul still talking.
Oh, my dad doesn't mind that. He's always said, like, if you ever need surgery on your eyes.
Yeah, you don't want to cause this.
I think, yeah, I think so.
But thank you.
Anyways, good to see you. Nice to see you, Eileen. I'll remember your name.
Nice to see you.
What's interesting is, how often do you like
So I work at least 1 8-hour shift a week.
Are they very, very,
So as opposed to being a volunteer firefighter where you walk around with like when you get called to go. It's a station house and sometimes you sit there for 8 hours and nothing happens. I was there yesterday.
where is this?
It's on Beaver. Right by
walk with the dog, yeah, we walk with the dog.
And like, I don't understand their English. You know, like, you can't,
CDC
especially a lawyer, you have to draft precisely.
many sets of walking.
I'm on fire, I'm on fire.
Otherwise I'm just like sad there. I'm like, tomorrow afterwards, I went, it was very different ways, their salmons were very different.
And it's sort of, it's a
It was like $6.99 a pound, I must buy this thing.
but she's totally like, the doctors think that.
It's a huge sandwich, we're gonna have to cut it, we're gonna have to cut it like half.
Use them.
They sound,
You know,
it was like,
you know, and
it was
then,
like vacuum packed.
I mean, she says, she's,
Yeah.
and then they, you know, going through the comic, it's not, I mean,
I'm like, how can I never buy this sandwich? It's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, so we have for like half of it, and they'll freeze it in half.
There's like the operator, and they went to the hire a youth.
And I got corn, and I got, well, I mean, you have New Hampshire for since I grew up in Nashville.
Now it's Casey, which I've never heard of before, but for some reason they want my boss
Salt, you know, you
to,
can
Yeah, indeed.
Steve and your wife was there, and then
they don't have UK representation, except these, like one or two lawyers on the board, who's from, who's.
Wait a minute, is that the one that's
Certified
there's like a
lawyer.
little nursery?
But,
that's
so they
over
asked
by
my
the golden
boss
nursery?
to show
Or
hire
whatever, there's like a
the
little nursery.
Casey, you know, the bill comes.
No, I'm not, like, when you're there by the JCC and stuff, you go back around,
And
you're
so
like
she's
getting
having
on
a
the highway.
that's what they,
You know where's the, what they call
well,
it?
it was funny because she printed out the original ask,
Used to be
you
the
know?
Selma
And she
Secondary
goes to
School.
the window, she's going to the bathroom, can you tell me what they're asking for her?
I didn't expect that it would be so good given how dry and weird this season has been.
The man said it was rubbish.
I love corn, good corn
So
is.
now that it's a release, we
Oh,
need,
corn,
like,
sorry.
they switched local council, and it's
Like,
Antigua, sorry, Antigua. So now we have Antigua local council, so I had it out.
The
like,
summer,
on
the
this
corn is dying
they
there.
don't even do like a trip and a hotel and
Got
like.
it, like, with the 3 minutes of when you
I got invited to an
Just
opening.
throwing out numbers.
oh my God. I kept moving around.
I'm not that religious with corn.
Oh, but yeah.
It seems like I've got a critical
Oh,
mass.
yeah, are you going out to Florida, or are you going out to?
So, no, I'm just trying to.
I need Linda, I found out that she plays mahjong, and I wanna have a mahjong.
Goal is entertainment.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome.
Players and
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
potential like.
It's hard to get, I realize
For
it's
defense,
hard
she
to
may
get
go
out
for
younger
shoulder
people.
surgery here before
And
we
then
go.
there's a
In
Hanukkah,
case we'll be here a little
it's
longer.
So your Sunday
She's
is
like
the
debating whether
14th.
to,
that right?
The 14th is the first
So
of
the
Hanukkah,
day
so
That's right.
Michael was like, oh, our family might be getting together that weekend for Hanukkah.
I
This
heard,
place a little.
people know her. Yeah, I was like, oh, did you, there was some like
Oh, yeah, I guess
mahjong
that's-
person, like, did you know Linda Levine?
And then there's a Hanukkah.
Really?
Here.
Okay, who knew?
Right,
Did you
right.
hear
I
that?
don't know,
Let's
it's
just
a
have my
sweet
class.
thing. Like, just
Do
one
you
never
take,
go.
do you take a mahjong?
I did I won, I made a bid and I won
Or kids
intermediate
can come, I mean,
mahjong
kids can come.
class at the Bart Hotel.
Oh,
We
wow.
held it at Bart Hotel.
It's a totally different
It was
day.
job where,
I'm not supposed to be here.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good to see
happy
you.
anniversary.
Thank you so
I
much.
when Jason